Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. Another episode of Rescue. Episode 7, actually. Episode 7. My co-host is a little bit ill today. A little bit ill. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Velvish would say Liverpool bus has been blocked by cars and the tyres have been popped.
Okay, now.
You lot are really trying to make a fucking stand, aren't you? It's like, nah, this game ain't going on, boys. Like, we'll break into Old Trafford that last time. Or okay, you've put barriers and you've put police all around Old Trafford. So we're just gonna go start popping tyres. Like, I can understand. Look, this is probably a little bit better than what they did last time, because last time they broke into Old Trafford. Now I didn't mind the breaking into Old Trafford per se, because, well, sort of their fault for not having good security. But what I didn't like was the fact that other people got hurt. That should never have happened. And I said that on stream multiple times, just in case anyone wanted to try and say, oh, Niall was quite happy with it all. He loves seeing people getting hurt. No, that was a bit I didn't agree with. Everything else, the smashing up of some cameras, I frankly, as I said back then, and I still have the same viewpoint, I couldn't give a flying fuck. It's not my property. Manchester United and Sky have enough money to go sort out their property. So yeah, this time it looks like they're targeting the Liverpool bus, and they're going to really try and prevent this game from going ahead. And again, for me, it really shows the amount of unrest within the United fan base. And look, whether people agree or disagree, I think we all are in agreement that the Glazers are really fucked up. And United, they want to make a stand. They do want to make a stand, and I hear it. I do hear it, as I'm sure all of us do. But Dom, what's your thoughts? I mean, we might as well touch on this as it's apparently happening. What's your viewpoints that now they're trying to target the Liverpool bus and they're really trying their best to prevent the game?
It's just getting boring now. It really is. It's just boring. Like, we've seen it whenever we play like last week or so, but it is shit. Like, just let the game go ahead. Make your points outside the ground. Don't go fucking slashing tires on a coach's bus. No one gives a shit. Just let them get to the ground. Rather play football and try and beat Liverpool. That's a bigger fucking effect that I want.
Do you not think this will make the more United fans do it, the Glazers are going to have to go, because we're hearing it today. You can't afford to get Rice and Sancho. Yes, you fucking can. You can afford to get both. You can do it in installments like multiple big teams do. You can set offload some players. You can, I mean, you've got plenty of squad players that you don't fucking use, so you can offload them. Do you not think this is just another signal of, look, we're really fucked off, and until you start caring about the club, we're going to be a nuisance to you?
Well, one of the Glazers said that they're making step forwards with the club.
Oh.
But they're not.
Shit.
The Glazers just need to be truthful to the fans and say that they're not asked about the football club at all and they're just there for the money. Because there's no point trying to lie to United fans, because it's just not going to help at all. And it just keeps going to get worse and worse. Like, We got apparently 10,000 fans for Fulham at home in the second to last game of the season. 100% that is not happening. We are getting no fans into that stadium. The Premier League will turn around and go, no, United, if they carry on like this, there'll be no fans in the stadium at all.
Well, the fans who've got tickets might not even want to go in. They might just want to make that stand that all of us have said, which is don't feed the Glazers.
That's the thing, though. People have applied for the ballots of the tickets and things, which is feeding the Glazers.
Yeah.
Which I really
I do hear.
If someone was not happy with the Glazers and you're a United fan, why would you try and go and buy and try and get a ballot for a fucking ticket? It's like Liverpool fans aiming at someone here. You went and complained about your European Super League. You went to the ballot to buy a ticket to watch your team. But you're basically giving money to your fucking owners.
Yeah. Now, look, everyone knows what my views were. Apparently, a Liverpool team bus is moving again. It's on the move again, so there is that. Liverpool have arrived. They're in the ground. They look a bit tired, to be fair. Fans are there, but there's the fans are there, yes, but the fans aren't getting. Have you seen the amount of security / Greater Manchester Police? They're not getting in. But make your voices heard. Do that. Make your voices heard. Make sure that the Glazers don't actually get away with this, and all will be good there. A couple more comments. Seeing the United fans again. The United fans are trying to get the game cancelled. Please cancel the game. It will cancel the pain of seeing Reece Williams play. Yeah, and I saw the leaked United team. Don't know why people keep leaking this shit, especially if you're a reporter for United. Do you understand how stupid that can be? Especially if Ollie's there, like, why the fuck is my team getting leaked? Like, nah, fuck off. If Ollie kicks off, then you probably won't have a job at United anymore. So my advice, don't keep leaking shit. It's a reporter.
You know what's funny, right, with the teams? United fans are releasing them. Like, that does not help the club one fucking bit.
Wait, it was a reporter. It's a reporter who reports in United.
Reporter. Everyone's like, you fucking hurting us here, fella. What are you doing?
Yeah. It's stupid, and judging by that, no Greenwood, which I don't understand. I don't get it. I would play Greenwood and bring Cavani on with 40 minutes to go, like, because Greenwood's pace against Reece Williams and Nat Phillips, who, let's be brutally honest, are not quick. Someone like Greenwood's going to have a field day, especially if Reece Williams. Like, Reece Williams is the shittest centre back in the world. He was a fucking Kidderminster. Harry is a few.
Off the bench. I was always
Cavani's better. Well, yeah, because he's coming up against two kids who are fucking tired. Like, Nat Phillips and Reece Williams are not elite level players, so they're going to be shattered. And then Cavani, who's going to be bright smiles, bushy eyed, ready to come and cause some havoc, off the bench is going to have more of an impact than a Mason Greenwood, I do think. But look, Ollie can do what he wants. Maybe he's released that one and go, oh, we're playing a slower centre-back. And then suddenly Mason Greenwood goes in and Cavani's on the bench. But look, that reporter, if I was United fans, I'd be going for him next, because he seems like an idiot. We have Chris Errington at Argyle. Never once does he leak anything, unless the club is given the say-so. The fans currently outside the stadium, yeah, that won't change anything. I love the Glazers, amazing owners. Matt is a bit deluded. So no bicycle kick then. No, I doubt there won't be a bicycle kick. That's how you do a protest, but violence isn't the answer. But big up the panel, by the way. Absolutely. These protests aren't taken seriously unless someone does a dirty one on the penalty area. Yeah, just take a massive shit in the Manchester United penalty box. I said last time, take shovels and start digging the shit up. Like, if you really want to make a stand, because do you know how long it takes to relay a fucking pitch? It ain't quick. Do you think the game will be cancelled? No. Liverpool already at Old Trafford. United arrived about 6 hours ago. So no, the game will go on. United apparently, they've been sending dummy runs to Lowry Hotel and all of that shit just to try and throw spectators off. Apparently that was a decoy bus. The bus that's being blocked has no players inside. Yeah, look, they've been both sides have been using decoy buses, and they're throwing the fans off, and and they're making sure this game does go ahead. And as Dom alluded to, you want to see the action. But we spent 10 minutes talking about United Liverpool. It is sort of a preview show. We'll get our previews at the end. Why not? But we're here to talk about referees and the decisions over the weekend, and we've got plenty to get into. So we'll start off with Chelsea City. Obviously, Chelsea have played twice, and the referee seems to have had a howler in both. So we'll start with Chelsea City at the Etihad. And we'll start with this tackle from Raheem Sterling. Now, for me, straight red card. That is straight red. I don't. It's over the ball. It's reckless. Studs up. That's a red card. What about you?
I can't remember this. It's like, I think did he slip or something stupid like that?
No, well, he may have done, but I've seen plenty of people slip and still get a red card. So.
From the tackles that we've seen people get a red card for, that's one of the worst. That's the ones where you think that is a red card, where you get the Balbuena one that we keep going to and the Cooper one against City. But like Liam Cooper got a red card for something similar to that, and it shows that Man City pay officials.
And I want to touch on this. Werner's lucky his foot's already off the ground.
Oh yeah,
very fucking lucky.
His foot's planted in the ground. It's fucked. He's gone. His career is basically done.
Well, it's definitely a broken ankle at best. Would you, if you're in the middle, if you've got the whistle, the cards, what are you giving?
It's a straight red. I think the referee's just scared now. Just give a red card because you know what'll happen. 3 days later, someone else will look at it and then it gets revoked, and we go back and again. Same time every week, and it's just getting boring now with referees and red cards because they're not sticking, not consistent, and like that one, that's a red card.
And as we always do, we've started doing, you get a tick if it's the right call, a cross if it's the wrong call. Raheem Sterling stayed on the pitch. That is a wrong call. That is a cross. It's 1-0 to referees being wankers. So you either get referee did great, referee's a wanker, one of the two. That's the way we do it. Ravi's saying, is it too late for Liverpool to get fourth?
If they lose tonight, it's going to be much harder.
It's yes and no. I mean, Chelsea slipping up yesterday does give Liverpool a bit of hope, but they really have to do the job at Old Trafford. A point isn't enough. Right, Jurgen Klopp has to be walking away with 3 points. Ollie isn't going to let that shit happen. He clearly rested for this game. He clearly, his attention was fuck Leicester. They can do what they want. If we win, we win. If we draw, we draw. If we lose, well, that'll be my perfect result, because that means that we know Ollie don't like Liverpool. Like, we know that. I don't know if you remember when he was manager of Cardiff and he was asked about Liverpool. I can't remember what they were doing.
Well, he couldn't care less.
Yeah, he went, I couldn't care less. He's used that one a few times. He's like, I couldn't care less. So we know that Ollie don't quite like it, like Liverpool. So look, he's ready for this game. The United boys will be ready. Be interesting to see. And I've been one who slagged off Harry Maguire. I still think he's got the movement of a fridge. But it'll be interesting to see how United defend without Harry Maguire, looking like Lindelof and Bailly tonight. A lot of people have been calling for Bailly to be in the starting 11 more regularly to help with the sort of recovery pace that Bailly has. Well, guess what? For the rest of the season, you're going to get to see that recovery pace, because Maguire is out for the rest of the season. We don't know, obviously, about the Europa League final, but Ollie is confirmed for the rest of the season in the Premier League. He's not going to be there. Big up to RJ in the chat as well. No, he didn't slip. So that makes it even more of a red card. Even though me and Dom basically said straight away, straight red card, that just makes it even more of a straight red card. Sort of takes the decision out of our hands, doesn't it? RJ saying 2 off 250. I'll help. That would be amazing. We are trying to hit that magic number of 250. So if you are new, please do subscribe to our channel with notifications on. And another way that you can help, if you're already subscribed, and we do value your support, go to Let's Talk Premier League's Twitter account. retweet my last retweet where I said we're live with Refs View. This one should be one of the more popular shows because the amount of times people moan about referees, well, here's the opportunity to talk to 2 referees. So let's get that retweeted. Let's get as many people in here as possible. Velvetschwan saying, in other news, Martinez Conte are having a boxing match. Lovely. That's brilliant. Big up to Gabrielle in the chat. Jag, when is stream starting? Look at my community tab, lol. I don't use community tab. I fuck knows why. I mean, I barely even know what the community tab is. RJ, you need to teach me. That's the way we do it. If there's something I don't know, I tend to go to RJ and I'm like, RJ, what's this? But the next one to look at is obviously the same match. This time they're saying a penalty. Now, I'm not sure if you saw it. This is the penalty shout that they're talking about. Now, we have to be consistent. He is clumsy. That could be a penalty, but it could not be a penalty. What's your thoughts going into it?
I did see this one, and 100%. When it happened, I went penalty because who was it? Is it Zuma? Yes, Zuma. Zuma just he's so clumsy. He goes into the back of Sterling like 5-6 times where he does make contact with Sterling. I think if Sterling goes down earlier, it's given as a penalty. But I think it's because he waited so much right until he got to the back, like the goal line, to go out for a goal kick. It just he tried to earn it rather than the referee giving it him. But then we seen the one with Pogba, and it kind of did show how referees aren't consistent enough. Because Douglas Luiz did make contact and Zuma did make contact from behind, and it should be a penalty to both. So
you're saying penalty for this one?
Yeah, I'm saying it's a penalty.
Yeah. If I want to banter City, no, it's not a penalty. Stop being diving cunts. But the referee in me tells me that's penalty. So again, referees, you're wankers. You've got that one wrong again. That is twice now. That is 2 of these that they've got. 2 crosses, 2 times. The referee is a wanker. So that's 2-0 to that. I'm sure they're loving this. I hope no referee watches our live streams. Jesus, they'd cry. Community tab comes with YouTube channels with 1K subs. Oh, nice. You have to still explain to me what the fuck it is. Jag, I don't have late updates. Don't ask why. Don't worry about it now. Okay. Just chatting to yourselves in the comments. We love to see it. Daniel saying if Sterling was off the pitch, it wouldn't have happened. Well, yeah, of course. We've both said that he should have been sent off, but look, we Daniel, that logic of us discussing it is a strange one because at the end of the day, it happened and we do need to discuss it. Dylan saying, big up Dylan, saying hashtag lasers out. Yes, I think that one is fair. He's got Ahmad in his profile picture as well. Big up to RJ. Right, I'll see you later, lads. Yes, we will. Hopefully on the match reaction to Liverpool United. That should be a good one. Got Tom, got Reese, Velvetschwan, Matt, RJ, possibly Dom if he's not asleep or dying in his bed. Of the 2. Now the next one we're going to look at is Harry Kane. Now this one fucking baffles me, right? Absolutely baffles me. Let's have a look. We haven't had a questionable offside in quite some time. Here's a questionable offside. How is that offside? How in God's green earth are we classing that as offside now?
It's another fucking toenail. It's like it matters what size feet you are in football nowadays. Like, if Harry Kane had like a size 10 football boot on, he's onside. I tell you now, he's onside. Yeah. He's onside there, all I can see. I don't understand how they're looking for offside there. I really don't. I mean,
this is what I mean by margin of error. We need a margin of error.
You got to think about it, it's like 3 pixels that are literally blurry through the movement, which ain't actually him. It's the movement, how the cameras caught it, which shows that he's offside.
Yeah. I mean, that is onside. That is onside. Like, it's level. And the last time I checked with the laws of the game, level was onside. We need no more discussion on this. The referees are wankers. That's 3 in a row they've got. They're not doing a bloody good job this week. They are doing a horrific job this week. That's 3-0 to referees are wankers. They haven't even got the. I think I just put this green tick on here just for decoration by the looks of it, because bloody don't get used often, does it? Killen saying big up Ahmad, best Ivorian in the league. Better than Bailly? Would you say he's better than Bailly?
Don't say it's Bailly started.
Well, you'll have to, unless you're going to be playing fucking Axel Tuanzebe.
I think Bailly just made many mistakes.
Well, what would you do? Would you be picking Tuanzebe?
I'd be picking Tuanzebe, local lad, bit of fire in his stomach.
Well, I mean, that man pocketed Mbappe, so why not? I'm sure you can pocket Firmino. Yeah. Well, no, it ain't gonna be Mo Salah. Think about it logically. Have the teams come out already? Have they? In terms of team news?
I don't know what the time it is.
Well, it should be 7:15. No, 7:15 isn't. Yeah, it's 8:15 kickoff. Dom's there
the
like
shittest kickoff times in the fucking All English Premier League.
Dom's there like fuck my life, fuck my life.
Fucking try and stay up, aren't I?
Yeah. Have a coffee. If you drink coffee in Manchester. Do they sell coffee in Manchester?
No, we just kick people's teeth when they ask for it.
Oh, nice. I knew Manchester was quite rough. Mystic saying, "Hey, big up to yourself."
I live around the area.
Well, where were you born
then? The biggest council estate in the world, within Shaw Hospital.
So it's even even more.
I don't live there. I live in Cheshire. Like Toryland.
It's easier. It's easier just call you Manchester.
Just call me a Tory.
Well, no, I don't want to, because I don't really like associating with Tories. Wolf saying big up Ahmad. Harry Kane fist is offside. You can't score with your fist now. Come on, you can't score with your hand. That one's a silly one. Kane fist. No, nah, ain't the fist. The fist. You can't score with the hand. Therefore, that can't be offside. Mr. Potter saying, how are you doing? Fellas, big match today. You think Liverpool give us a tough match? Dom, you think Liverpool give you a... Well, I think it'll be a tough match, but do you think... How are you expecting it to play out? Are you expecting how it was at Anfield, or are you expecting what was in the FA Cup?
Bit of both, really, because Liverpool have got something to fight for. They have to push on now for the next game of the season. Yeah. So this could be the start where they could beat us. We don't want it, but they could beat us and then put pressure on the people like Chelsea and Leicester, and even West Ham. I think they're.
But by doing that, they're going to leave a lot of gaps and holes in that back line for you to exploit.
That's the thing, though, because you've got to think about the FA Cup game where literally one long ball over the top to Rashford or Greenwood, and it was game over for Liverpool. But I think Liverpool had most of the ball, and then United was just capitalised with hopefully good defending and good quick counter-attacking play.
Yeah, and Lindelof, and I can't even believe I'm about to say this. Lindelof has actually improved with his long passing since he's been with Pogba. Like, genuinely, Pogba seems to have taught Lindelof how to ping a ball across the pitch, because a lot of the times that one of these counter-attacks start, it's normally Lindelof pinging the balls across the pitch. Obviously, you want to divert away from Fred and McTominay, because their pinging of the ball is quite horrific. But
no, just Fred. Respect McTominay, please.
Well, McTominay is not too bad, and I've always said that if you're going to play with one, you might as well play with McTominay and then bring in someone to replace Fred. Even though a lot of people seem to disagree with me, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, but his stats are good. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's clearly false. Like, I know Dom knows that I love a good stat. I do love sort of diving into stats, and we're going to be doing more stats work. We're going to be looking at what sort of DM. So obviously United, they're confirmed that they're not going to be getting Declan Rice now. They're going to be getting a BTEC version of God knows what. But I'm going to look at some stats and get them sort of composed for you guys. And then we're sort of going to have a look at what I'm planning on doing is about 3 o'clock every day, we're going to have like a transfer news / looking into stuff. And I'll see if I can get a guest on or something, put the link in the chat for you to come on and have your say. But we're going to look into a few things for all the clubs that we cover, United, Liverpool, Spurs, I was about to say Spurs for some ungodly reason, Chelsea and Arsenal. And Argyle maybe. I know Argyle looking at some players, so we'll cover them. But that's going to be around 3 o'clock every day, a sort of midweek anyway. It's sort of going to be like a transfer news, sort of having a little gander at God knows what. So that's something interesting for you guys to have a little look at and to be a part of as well. Daniel saying not better than Zaha. What the hell are you on about? Who's not better than Zaha? Daniel, you've confused me, mate. Who's not better than Daniel? Who's not better than Zaha? Please explain. Okay, time to kidnap Reece Williams. Yeah, Velv, you're a bit scared of a lad from Kidderminster Harriers last season playing centre back against Manchester United in the Premier League for Liverpool Football Club. I can't imagine why. Why are you scared? Velv, why are you scared? He was at Kidderminster Harriers last year. Like, such a progression. Such progression. He's generational, is Reece Williams. Generationally shit. Donny van der Beek is leading the protest to get on the pitch. Yes, he is. Donny's probably joined the fans. He's like, nah, boys, let's get on this pitch. Big up Donny. Donny loves it, I think. He understands what's going on. Velv, Donny's ass is stuck to a bench. How can he lead the protest? I like Lindelof disrespected centre back. I've always said if Lindelof wasn't playing with Maguire and Maguire wasn't playing with Lindelof, people would actually like both of them. If you put a pacey guy next to Lindelof is absolutely fine. It needs to be a pacey / dominant centre back who's going to kick some heads in, but Lindelof just needs to be a bit stronger, doesn't he? You see it a fair few times where
he
he's
gets
just
bullied a bit. Like, he gets bullied way too often.
Just needs to get in the gym, get him a bit stronger. It's meant to be from fucking not Iceland. Is it Swedish?
Sweden.
Yeah. No, well, all of it around that area. You don't want to get in a fight with any of them. That's just facts. Vel saying, now Lindelof can do long balls. I say nothing. I'm taking Reece to a Forest. Yeah, you might want to watch out for Lindelof. Maguire and Lindelof, the best. My Swedish fish and English fridge. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Russ saying, bonjour, lads. Bonjour to yourself. Best Ivorian. Ahmad, apparently. But Zaha. I actually think Zaha is hugely overrated. Now, God. Velvsam, lol, some guy on the terrace super chatted. All your teams are dead. Plymouth Argyle are all day for me. Some guy on the terrace super chatted. All your teams are dead. Plymouth Argyle all day for me. What can I say? Argyle are a beautiful club. Have you discussed the Chelsea-Arsenal game? Thoughts on the handball and the Havertz challenge? All in good time, Russell. All in good time. I have got all of these as pictures, and we're working our way through them. Next one, these two are fairly quick. This one is the challenge on Paul Pogba. Now, we said penalty for Sterling, so we're going to be consistent. That's a penalty on Pogba, isn't it?
Come through behind, didn't win the ball. Silly by Louise, penalty.
Excellent. So for the first time today, we get to use the tick, which means that a referee got the decision correct. So that's 3-1 that referees are wankers. If they do win, I say referees are good. Don't say that often. I'm gonna watch the next Plymouth match. Wait until we get some centre backs. Then do that. I wouldn't want to hurt you. I wouldn't want to hurt your eyes with the defending I've seen this year. It's been horrific. Plot twist: the match has already been played. It's 1-1 draw. Goals from Salah and a Bruno pen. That actually seems possible.
So it was a Salah pen and a Bruno pen. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, Salah dived. Next one is this one. Ollie Watkins was done for simulation. Do you think that Ollie Watkins dived? In that picture, he looks like he's already going down, to be honest. So I'm inclined to say that, yeah, that is a dive. And yes, that's a bookable offence, which meant second yellow card, which means a red card. That's my opinion.
Henderson already knew what he was trying to do. Like, you can tell by the picture. And look, he's like moving his leg away and he goes down on Watkins because he's a cheating mug. So he should be removed from Premier League, just in the Premier League, just for doing that. And he is a diving cheat.
The best bit is he is from Exeter, which does mean that he is a diving scumbag. Yes, he is, which means that's another tick. That's 3-2 now. 3-2. The referees are still wankers at this precise moment. We'll wait and see, because the Chelsea game, this might be controversial. Okay, I've got 6 pictures from the Chelsea-Arsenal game. That's next. That is next. That was plenty in there. Spoiler alert from Ross. Liverpool lose. Ross, reality. Chelsea lost to Arsenal. Ross saying, laughing my ass off. See you in a few hours, Velv. Velv, if you lose and Mason Greenwood scores the winner, I'ma be unbearable. If Mason Greenwood doesn't score the winner, I'll be impartial. If Greenwood scores the winner, as I say, and Dom can vouch, I will be unbearable. And I will literally just have a back pound of Mason Greenwood's face. Luckily, with no Swedish birds. But the next picture to look at, this is a handball from Rob Holding. We've already been discussing this. Now, for me, when I watched it, he looked like he moved his hand to the ball. Now, do you think that's a penalty?
From the picture, no, but I didn't watch the game. And what you described, how he moved his hand towards there.
Let me just double check it.
Because if he did move his hand towards there, he's making his body naturally smaller. So, in reality, it can't be a penalty based on the rules. Because if he's trying to make his body smaller rather than bigger, it cannot be given as a penalty by the referee. It wasn't given as a penalty, was it? Didn't miss a penalty shot.
No, it wasn't given as a penalty.
I think the ref's done well there. I think the ref's done well, personally. Just probably Chelsea fans crying a bit about it. But that's football.
Why can't I see if I can... Let me see if I can find the picture. Not the picture, the video. Do keep talking there.
So basically, I tried to set up my OnlyFans. So I tried to do facial verification, and it kept saying it was wrong. But I think my profile picture doesn't look anything like me because it's a picture of some guy getting plummeted from behind by a woman. It was Tom and his missus. So I can't verify it until I make the profile picture me. But I need to get like a really good picture of me with like me my briefs on. And then I need to get what's the big one, the big cover picture. I'm gonna think about getting a plane or like Genie's face, Photoshop it onto like an Eiffel Tower and me in the middle.
That's one. Right. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Ross, please send that to Dom as well. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
I don't know what's on there.
I think it could be. I think he purposely leaves his hand there because he knows the ball's coming. That's my thought. Let's go to some comments. Has he sent it to you?
I have no idea. I don't have notifications on at the moment.
Jesus.
I just don't want people to talk to me, to be honest.
That's fair.
I'm just in that mood today. I'm like, please leave me alone.
Vel saying, Russ, don't worry, Reece Williams won't be playing, and it's thanks to me. Russ saying, blatant penalty. Do you want a slow-mo vid? Well, I've got the slow-mo vid. I think it could be. I think it could be. It even look. It wasn't even looked by VAR. It should have been. I don't think that's a pen, to be honest, says Valve. He blocked a shot with his hand, for fuck's sake. Yeah, and he does move his hand down, and that's the direction of the ball.
All right, give me a second. I'll go and get my laptop and watch this video. Keep talking, Niall.
I will. I see. This is where me and Dom right now are acting like we're in Stockley Park. So I'm trying to. The more I see it, the more I'm inclined to give a penalty. That is the God's honest truth. The more I see it, I'm looking at it again. I do think it could be a penalty. I'm not even joking. Lol, now United fans are trying to take down every bus. Pictures don't tell the full story, so it's very difficult. This is true, Craig. This is true, which is why I'm looking at a video that Russ has sent me of it. The more I see it, the more I look at it, the more I do think it is a handball and a penalty. The more I see it. What do you mean, Russ? He's trying to do a TikTok dance. Let him be. Russ is laughing his head off. Yeah. The more I see it, the more I do think it is.
Give it to
I'm looking at it again. The more I see it, he does move his hand downwards, which is in the direction of the ball. As if he left his hand where it was, it's absolutely fine. The ball goes over it. But it's that open palm as well that's doing me.
All right, let's have a look what Rush sent.
Daniel saying he's trying to play volleyball. Fuck knows what he's trying to do. I mean, desperate measures call for desperate actions.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that slow-mo vid makes it look like it's a penalty, but like I said in the past, if it's made in slow-mo, I don't want anything to do with it.
Well, yeah, but okay, but you can, even if you picture that in full speed, you're looking at the movement of his hand. And the only
not in full speed though, it just looks like he's trying to make his body smaller.
Well, you don't know that.
Did VAR not look at that?
No.
Oh, I'm very surprised about that.
So am I. So, look, slow-mos for tackles, yeah, I get. But for handballs, I actually don't mind a slow-mo because it gives you a better idea of what the player's doing. What are you giving? Right, we're in Stockley Park. What are you giving?
If it went to VAR and because Stockley Park loves to put it in slow motion, I'm going to have to give it a penalty, aren't I? But when it's in normal time, I just don't think it's a penalty. But I'm mixed. I just go, you haven't made a blatant error to the referee. We can stop playing, go look at the monitor, but I'm not getting involved.
See, this is why Dom. Basically, I'll be the VAR ref. Dom's my assistant. I'm basically overruling that and saying that's a penalty. That is a penalty.
It is a penalty.
I think it is. It's the way he moves his hand down.
Yeah,
like, if he moves it
on iPad, if the player tries to make his body smaller, it's not a penalty. Rob Holding there has made his body smaller.
Yeah, but I think it's because the reason that I say penalty is because when you look at his hand, he's moving his hand down to where the ball's. It's just hitting straight in the palm. Now, I do understand what you're saying, but I think that's a penalty. Me and Dom are a little bit. Dom don't like it in slow mo. If there was a sped up version of it, and Dom thought that was a penalty, we'd be in agreement. But we're going to go with that should have been a penalty, especially the slow mo and the fact that for me he does just put his hand there to block it. I'm giving that as a penalty, which means it's now 4-2 to the referees are wankers, which we do love to see. we do love to see. Russ saying but it should have at least looked at by VAR. It should have. Yes, it absolutely should have.
By VAR, 100%.
Dave saying I think it's 50-50. I feel like if it were given pen, it won't be overruled. Yes, and that's precisely it. And look, you got me and Dom, and even we're sort of disagreeing with it to a degree, where I'm overruling him. Oh my good gracious me. Okay, there's a lot of United fans. I hope they're egging the stadium now. I told you, eggs and flour achieves all the results you need.
Pitch again. They're singing "Are we on the pitch again?"
Daniel saying that Arsenal can't blame referees anymore. This is true. What have we got here? Ross Daniel saying he's trying to make his body bigger, not smaller, or am I wrong?
He's bringing his arm towards him, though. It's one of them, though. It's one of them. Either it is or it isn't on the day. Matters what referee gives it. So, like I said, consistency isn't key with referees at the moment.
Yeah, no, I hear that. But please, if you are new, do leave a like on the video. Subscribe to our channel with notifications on. We're 2 away from 250. It would be amazing if we can reach that target tonight. We've been trying to get to that target for about a week now. So let's really push it on. Let's do this. Big up Prime in the chat. Russ saying precisely, Daniel moves his hands towards the ball. Rekha saying Indian Prime Minister aid. Nice.
I'm just wondering if Prime did swap his prawn for the horse the other day.
Yes, that Prime with the horse thing. I hear what you're on about. I hear. Laura, I just seen the video of the actual Liverpool bus and it stopped for a second by a husband, wife, and dog riding a tricycle. You come out with some really random stuff, Elv. I won't lie to you. But the next one I want to have a look at is this one, which is the pass back. Now, this is picture number 1. There's 2 pictures to this. This is picture number 1 where the pass back happens. You can clearly see Jorginho passing the ball backwards. It's a left picture, passing the ball backwards. And this is Kepa using his hands to save it. Now, for me, that would be a pass back, but I actually think Andre Mariner does a very good job by allowing play to continue. But what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I when that happened, I was a bit confused why you didn't give me a pass back, but then I didn't realise the goal came from that. Then I seen it like a little picture thingy afterwards, and it was good that Andre Mariner let it go because I know Smith Rowe didn't connect with it cleanly. I don't know if he played the advantage from Mariner or anything, but let's say Chelsea get that away with Kepa handballing it. I think a lot of fans would have been pissed off with that because that is claims a pass back. It was an intentional pass and Kepa had to use his hand, and in the rules and the laws, that is a pass back. But yeah, fair play to Andre Mariner. Fair play to him.
Yeah, I'm happy with the decision that he made, which was play advantage. So that's a tick. So it's 5-2, I believe. Is it 5-2? I think it's 5-2 to referees are wankers. I could be
just a little thing from United. A group of fans just forcibly pushed over a cameraman and grabbed his equipment at Old Trafford.
Oh, brilliant. Love it. Love it. I have said that don't do that shit. Like, don't do that. That's hilarious. I've said that multiple times now. Don't do that.
And also, Liverpool fans, before you say anything about United slashing your decoys, bus tower, your fucking bus tires, whatever you call them, stop being hypocrites. Because I just thought I'd remind you of when you smashed up City's bus, Real Madrid's bus, and who else? Oh, United's bus about 4 years ago. I remember that as well. We can keep going if you like. You basically do it every fucking game you have. So stop being hypocrites, and we're just going to follow the scummy path. Well, those fans, as I call them, only scummy people. All the saxophone guys at Old Trafford.
What?
The saxophone guy, who's at the Etihad for the Champions when they
Yeah.
won the league. He's at Old Trafford today. That's
Oh,
quite funny.
nice. So it's actually 4-3 in terms of referees being wankers. 3 more pictures to have a look at, 3 individual issues to have a think. Valve saying, I've just seen the video of the actual oh, we've done that one. Prime saying, I did what on?
On yesterday's stream between Arsenal and Chelsea, you said you swapped your prawn for an horsey. And I was a bit confused why you swapped your prawn for an horsey.
Couldn't possibly tell you. Veltran saying, I felt like if Arsenal hadn't scored from it, Kepa would have definitely got sent off. What's Kepa meant to do? Just that? No, he wouldn't have got sent off. Nah, that would be ridiculous.
Just an indirect free kick.
Yeah, might have got booked. What's he meant to do? Just let it go into the back of the net, and that's the mentality. Your mentality stops you from doing that. It was obviously a pass back, but I just assume the referee decides to play advantage because the ball went straight to Aubameyang. That's what I'm assuming as well. I think if the ball was cleared out by Kepa and then up the field, he probably gives an indirect free kick. Yes, he for me he does anyway. I don't know about you.
Sorry, I'm just watching a bunch of United fans.
God knows. Daniel saying, I wonder why Jorginho passed it back. Is that the genuine question? Not for today's show. Today's show is to look at the referee's decisions. Why Jorginho felt the need to try and put it in his own net? Fuck knows. Only he could tell you. Was saying smoke too much crack during the warm up. There's a possibility of that being true. Valve saying, but doesn't that deny a goal to an opportunity? Could do. I don't know. I haven't really seen many pass backs that then the goalkeeper stops with his hand. So I couldn't honestly tell you what the referee would do there. I don't think it'd be a red. It could be a red. It could it could be because denying a goal to an opportunity. A very clear one per se. So look, there's always that possibility. Be something you'd have to wait and see, wouldn't it? That's for a red card, Velvishwan. Yes, and that's what he's on about. I think it could be, actually. Thinking about it, probably is a red. If
I
it
think
doesn't...
there's been a racial abuse already.
Excellent.
Between United and Liverpool.
Great.
Because United just posted 8 minutes ago, racism and discrimination have no place in society. See red, report it, stop it, all red, all equal.
No, I think that's just their natural. They're doing that a lot now, I think.
It's just a bit strange that they put it today and after everything's just happened.
Yeah, God knows. Absolutely, God knows. Last couple of decisions, or 3. This one, offside by Pulisic. Now, yes, that is clear offside. But the reason I put this up is because don't you have to make a intentional play on the ball for it to be offside?
I think if you make the opposition defender move towards the ball, it is offside.
What do you mean? So the way I see it is, if you make how do I say it? If you make if the offensive player, so as in this Chelsea player, makes a deliberate play for the ball, that's offside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think him jumping up trying to head the ball is a deliberate play on the ball?
Yeah, because he's gone to try and play the ball, hasn't he?
So would you say that is offside?
It is offside.
So that is 4-4 to referees are dickheads. Actually, no, it's just a draw at the moment. It's a draw. Well done to the referees. You've actually got a tick there. This one that I want to look at next is these are 2 individual ones. Now they're both on Havertz. This one is done by Gabriel. Do you think that could be a penalty? Or do you think it is?
Gabriel comes across him and he doesn't win the ball and makes contact with Havertz. It's like I said with the Sterling one and the Pogba one. If he makes contact with no possession of the ball, it's got to be a penalty. But the only problem I have with that, it looks like Havertz already lost the ball by the time Gabriel comes across. So maybe that's the reason why the referee didn't give the penalty in the end. But
what would you be giving?
But if we're going consistency again, it has to be a penalty because look at the Sterling one should have been a penalty.
Well, look at the Jesus one, Jesus and Gilmore.
Exactly. And if we're going to talk about consistency, that one has to be a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't put the Billy Gilmore one in there for reasons. But that is a wrong decision. So the referees are losing again. 5-4 to the referees are dickheads. A couple of comments. I believe according to the rules, it's not even a card, just for an indirect free kick. That one was a pen. Referee had a nightmare though. Yeah, one of the greatest performance, that's for sure. Got a couple of the things right, a couple of things wrong. Last one. This one, Pablo Mari leaving a leg out for Havertz. What decision are you giving there?
By the looks of it, just before anyone does call me, I did not watch the Chelsea Arsenal game because I do not watch the two teams. So from what I can see in the picture, it is a penalty. Like, I don't know if Mari won the ball or anything, but it's a penalty. He's got the trailing leg, and yeah, he's made contact with Havertz.
So Chelsea should have probably had 3 penalties yesterday. That one is another one that made the referees a dickheads, which means this week's score finishes 6-4 to the referees are wankers. So the referees this week are wankers. That's the way we're dealing with it. No politeness over here for them. That is for sure. No politeness at all. Just add the wrong one. It's this one that I like nowadays. It's even got the cute little VAR screen. Gotta love the cute little VAR. I put a lot of effort into this one. I like that one. I like the VAR. Well, the screen anyway. Don't tend to like VAR unless it was run by myself. Ross saying Havertz not tip past Gabriel to run onto. That's where it almost looked like he had lost possession on.
Okay, yeah. Ross, but just like I said, I did not watch the game, so I couldn't.
Did not watch the game. I think that's a pen, but come on, Chelsea fans, you guys really need a pen to beat Arsenal. We got robbed in 2009 for the same thing. We're saying 3 pens, Valve. We wanted 3 penalties. And look, I hear that, and I hear why Chelsea fans would be very annoyed at that. But we're going to wrap it up there because I've got stuff to do before the United Liverpool game. And if you haven't checked out, I did it the last couple of nights. I'll be doing the Twitter commentary. It seems to be helping get the name out there. So that I'll be doing again tonight. So if you're not watching the match for some apparently weird reason, go check out the Twitter and keep updated. Valve saying I'd say 1 pen. I'd say I'm the referee. Daniel saying both the teams are inside Old Trafford, so it's happening. This is very true. Very, very true. 2-3. No, it's definitely 3. You can make arguments for the handball. I think it's 3. Dom probably thinks it's 2. Arguably, Chelsea should have won the game, providing you score both penalties. Ross saying good stream, lads. Cheers for you. Cheers for that, mate. So we win, Daniel. And Ross saying catch you later. Yes, indeed. We'll be live after the United game. Daniel saying penalties. Everyone's been very active. Just how we like it over here. We like comments to be active. You giving your thoughts. It makes the streams more interesting, that's for sure. But as I say, go check out our Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, on Twitter and No Context LTPL for updates of the United Liverpool game at 8:15. We'll be posting the lineups at 7:15. Go check out our Instagram at Let's Talk EPL _ and our TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. You can also find me on Twitter at Niall _ PAFC. So there is that one. And before we go, Dom, Vel saying, what happens if United fans jump off from the helicopter onto a pitch? You have far too much time thinking, Vel, that's for sure. Where can they find you, mate?
I've got my new app up here, so I can actually tell you it's Dom Linden 0, and it's got a little cat as a picture, and it's a very good cat. It's like a mean cat. So, but it will be me and Jeannie soon, cuddling in bed.
Jesus Christ! I thought it was more Tom that was tickling your fancy.
No, Tom's back in uni. Don't have time for me anymore.
If he's back in uni, it means he's fucking closer to you.
True, but I just don't have time for me anymore, do you, Tom? Oh, my voice is full.
It's okay. Jeannie...
I'm dying.
Huh?
I'm dying. I have about 6 voice breaks, like fucking 5 seconds.
Loving it. Jeannie is not going to be on the match reaction tonight. I believe he is hiding. He said no way already, so I think he knows he's not coming on. He's running away scared. Russ saying, subscribe, guys. We're only 2 away from hitting 250 subscribers. Yes, we are. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Great content coming all the time. New content coming all the time. New ideas coming all the time. And this summer is going to be a good one, covering all of the home nations in the European qualifiers. And don't worry about refs view in the summer, because we're going to do a Euros ref view, because we'll see what other stupid decisions these referees make in the Euros. So we'll still have that. Fuck knows what I'm doing with the individual shows, but we shall wait and see. But a big thanks to everyone that's been watching. We will be back after the Liverpool United game at 10:15 with match reaction of that. And if you're not watching the game for some apparently ungodly reason, keep up to date on the score and what's happening at Old Trafford with Let's Talk EPL. I'm trying different things, just seeing if I'm any good at it. And so far, I've got positive views for doing it, apart from Jeannie moaning that it was doing his notifications in. To which Dom then told Jeannie to grow up and just turn the notifications off, which was basically it. Jeannie doesn't think before he speaks. Everton nearly won up, but Emi Martinez making a great save there. But as I said, we'll be back at 10:15. But until then, thanks for watching.